Hello everyone, hope you are doing fine. Welcome back to yet another episode of Ayurveda Veda, a smart way to Ayurveda. I am Dr. Kavya Vasudev and you are watching Study Ashtanga Hridaya series. For a few days we were on fast track revision series on Maulika Siddhanta Evam Ashtanga Hridaya paper. It is designed to cover the whole syllabus in a timely manner for the upcoming examination. Hope you all enjoyed the series and expect that it will be helpful for the last minute revision. Please subscribe to my channel and enable the bell button for continuous updates in Samhita. Let's move to the detailed discussion of Study Ashtanga Hridaya series. Moving with the 8th chapter, Matrashitiya Adhyaya. Adhado Matrashitiyam Adhyayam Vyakhyasyaamaha Itihas Mahuratrayadayo Mahashrayah. The 8th chapter called as Matrashitiya Adhyaya is being explained here as being told by Atrayade Maharshis. The word Matrashitiya can be split into two words, that is Matra, Ashitiya. Matra refers to the quantity, the proper quantity of food. Ashitiya means Ashita, that is the food, solid foods or the whatever food items we are consuming is called as Ashita. So the Matra of Ashita, that is the quantity of the food what we have to consume is being told in this chapter. So till now the 5th, 6th and 7th chapter dealt about the aharas, different types of aharas and also how to protect the ahara from the poison or visha has been explained. So this chapter, how to consume the food is being mentioned. That is how to assess the quantity of the food, how much quantity of food one person has to take and what are the benefits and what are the bad effects if a person takes the less quantity of food or large quantity of food, and what are the benefits if a person takes the proper quantity of food. Such things are mentioned in this chapter. And also there is a mentioning that the 7 types of food habits should be avoided, such as Sankirnashana, Vishamashana, Amatrashana, Ajirnashana, etc. That is, the proper quantity and proper timing of the food has to be followed. So such things are being mentioned in this chapter. What happens if a person takes a proper quantity of food and also less quantity or excess quantity of food, and what are the diseases which are happening because of these improper food habits. This much topics are being mentioned in this particular chapter called as Matrashitiya Adhyaya. So Matrashi Sarvakalam Syan Matra Hi Aknehe Pravartika Matram Dravyani Apekshante Gurunyapi Laghunyapi. Matrashi Sarva Kalam Syat Matra Hi Aknehe Pravartika Matram Dravyani Apekshante Guruni Api Laghuni Api. Matrashi Sarvakalam Syat Matra Hi Aknehe Pravartika Matram Dravyani Apekshante Guruni Api Laghuni Api. So the matra or the quantity of the food has to be controlled, or one should always consume the proper quantity of the food. That is Matrashi Sarvakalam. Here Sarvakala refers to both the Swastha and Atura. Swastha means the healthy person and Atura means the Rogi or the patient. So in both Swasthya Avastha and Atura Avastha or Roga Avastha, one person has to consume the food in the proper matra. That is Matrashi Sarvakalam. All the time we have to consume the food in the proper manner, or proper quantity of the food has to be consumed. And Aknehe Pravartika, if we are taking the proper quantity of food, it will be helping in the Agni Pravarti, that is helps in activating or help in Agni Deepti, and also the proper functioning of the Agni will be present in the body. And Matra of the food depends on the Dravya, Gurutva and Lakhutva. That is, if a particular food is Guru Dravya, then its Matra will be varying then compared to that of the Lakhu Aharas. So based on the Gurutva and Lakhutva of the Ahara, the Matra or the quantity of food which we have to consume will be varying. So all the time, that is Sarvakala, even if we are in Swasthya Avastha or Atura Avastha, we have to consume the food in Matra, that is proper quantity, and it will be helping in the proper functioning of the Agni, and this Matra of the food will be depending on the Gurutva or Lakhutva of the Ahara. गुरूणाम् अर्थसौहित्यं लघूनां नातितृप्तता मात्राप्रमाणं निर्दिष्टं सुखं यावद् विजीर्यते गुरूणाम् अर्थसौहित्यं लघूनां न अतितृप्ततां मात्राप्रमाणं निर्दिष्टं सुखं यावद् विजीर्यते गुरूणाम् अर्थसौहित्यं लघूनां न अतितृप्तता मात्राप्रमाणं निर्दिष्टं सुखं यावद् विजीर्यते. So the already told the matra or the quantity of the food is depending on the gurutva or lakhutva of the ahara. So the guru aharas should be consumed in less quantity. So sauhitya word refers to the full satisfaction. So the guru aharas should be consumed artha sauhitya. That is, we should not completely fill our tummy with the food which is being guru guna. So we have to take artha sauhitya, half of the satisfaction or half of the quantity of what food we are consuming daily. The half of that quantity has to be taken if that particular food is guru ahara. And lakhudravya cannot be it will not be producing much effect on the body, but though it is lakhu, it should not be consumed over, that is ati triptada, over quantity of lakhu aharas should not be consumed. So guru dravyas should be consumed only artha sauhitya, and lakhu dravya, though it won't be producing much problems in our body, then also it should not be consumed ati triptada, that is over quantity of lakhu ahara should not be consumed. And matravat ahara, if consumed, it helps in sukham vijiryati, that is the proper digestion will be taking place. So already we have seen Agni will be functioning properly if we are consuming matravat ahara. Similarly, the Agni function of the Agni is digestion. So in that way, the proper digestion of the food also will be taking place if we are consuming matravat ahara. So, and also if we are taking or consuming guru aharas by artha sauhitya and lakhu aharas not ati triptada, then it will be helping in easy digestion of the food what we are being consuming. Next is hina matra. Hina matra means the hina means less. So the less quantity of food. If we are not taking proper quantity of food, or if we are taking the food in less quantity, what will happen in our body? भोजनं हीनमात्रं तु न बल उपचय ओजसे सर्वेषां वातरोगाणां हेतुतां च प्रपद्यते. भोजनं हीनमात्रं तु न बल उपचय ओजसे सर्वेषां वातरोगाणां हेतुतां च प्रपद्यते. भोजनं हीनमात्रं तु न बल उपचय ओजसे सर्वेषां वातरोगाणां हेतुतां च प्रपद्यते. So if we are not taking proper quantity of food, then na bala upachaya ojasa, then bala upachaya and ojas won't be produced in our body. Bala means the strength, upachaya means the proper nourishment, and ojas is considered as the essence of the all dhadus. Sapta dhadu essence is considered as ojas, or the last end product of the dhadus is considered as ojas. And if the ojas is not proper, then we won't be having any strength, or the life also depends on this proper ojas. So bala, upachaya and ojas won't be properly formed if we are not consuming the proper quantity of food, or if we are taking hina matra or less quantity of food, then bala, upachaya and ojas won't be properly seen in our body. And also sarvesham vadaroganam hetutam, and this hina matra of ahara is considered as the cause or the nidana or the karana for all the vadarogas. Sarvesham vadaroganam, all the vadarogas, that is when this hina matra of food is taken or the less quantity of food is taken, the proper nourishment won't be taking place, and such lankhana karmas or such things will be considered as the cause for the vada prakopa. So such all the vada vyathis or the rogas which are predominant of vada doshas will be produced because of this hina matravat ahara. So consuming the hina matra ahara, it won't produce bala, upachaya and ojas in our body, and also it is considered as one of the major nidana or cause or karana for all the vada vyathis. Next is Atimatra Ahara. What happens if we consume more quantity of food? Atimatram punaha sarvanashu doshan prakopayet pidiyamana hi vadadya yukapattena kopitaha amena annena dushtena tadeva avishya kurvate vishtambendyo alasagam chyavayendo vishuchikam adharottara margabhyam sahaseva jidatmanaha. अति मात्रं पुनः सर्वान् आशु दोषान् प्रकोपयेत् पीड्यमाना हि वादाद्या युगपत्तेन कोपिताः आमेन अन्नेन दुष्टेन तद् एव अविश्य कुर्वते विष्टम्भयन्ति अलसकं चावयन्तो विशूचिकाम् अथ उत्तरं मार्गाभ्यां सहस एव अजितात्मनः. अतिमात्रं पुनः सर्वान् आशु दोषान् प्रकोपयेत् पीड्यमाना हि वादाद्या युगपत्तेन कोपिताः आमेन अन्नेन दुष्टेन तद् एव अविश्य कुर्वते विष्टम्भयन्ति अलसकं चावयन्तो विशूचिकाम् अथ उत्तरमार्गाभ्यां सहस एव अजितात्मनः. So what happens if atimatra ahara is being consumed? Sarvanashu doshan prakopet, that is, it will cause the quick aggravation or the visheshan of the doshas, that is sarvan, all the doshas will be getting ashu prakopa, it will increase very quickly, and vadadya yukapattena kopitaha, and this atimatra ahara may be causing the aggravation of one dosha, and vadadya yukapattena kopitaha, and it will be all the three doshas will be mutually contradicting and it will be increasing together. Yukapattena kopita, that is, all the doshas will be getting aggravated at the same time. And amena annena tushtena. Ama is a condition in which the food is not getting digested. When Agni Mantya is there or Agni is not proper, then the proper functioning of the Agni won't be happening and the digestion process will be hampered and the food what we consumed will not be properly digested. That undigested material is called as ama. So when Atimatra Ahara is being consumed, then it causes all the dosha prakopa and also Agni won't be properly functioning and ama utpatti will be happening. And this dosha, which is being dushta or aggravated dosha, will be mixing with the ama, that is the undigested food material. So this happens when we consume the atimatra ahara, and this atimatra ahara will be predominantly producing two types of diseases called as alasaka and vishuchika. So vishtambhendi alasaka, when this ama and dosha mix together and it obstructs the channels or the srodhases and stagnate in the body itself and it don't get eliminated out of the body, such condition is called as alasaka. And adharotara margabhyam chavayando vishujikam, and when this ama associated with the dosha is discharged either through the oral orifice or through the anal orifice or in both ways, then such condition is called as vishujika. So in this chapter the detailed description of this alasaka and vishujika is being mentioned, that is, ama will be occurring, that is the undigested food particles will be formed because of the atimatra ahara. The Agni won't be properly functioning and the food will not be getting digested properly, and this will lead to the formation of ama. Ama utpatti will be happening, and again because of this atimatravat ahara, the doshas will be getting aggravated and this dushta dosha will be mixing with this ama and it will produce the diseases such as alasaka and vishujika. If this dosha and ama association is not removing or is not getting eliminated out of the body and it is being stagnated inside the body itself, such condition is called as alasaka. And if it is being removed from the body either through oral or anal orifices, such condition is called as vishujika. Next, moving with the properties of alasaka. प्रयादि न ऊर्ध्वं न अधस्तदाहारो न च पच्यते आमाशये अलसीभूतस्तेन सो अलसकः स्मृतः. प्रयादि न ऊर्ध्वं न अधस्तात् आहारो न च पच्यते आमाशये अलसीभूतः तेन सो अलसकः स्मृतः. प्रयाति न ऊर्ध्वं न अधस्तात् आहारो न च पच्यते आमाशये अलसीभूतः तेन सो अलसकः स्मृतः. So the condition called as alasaka prayadi na urdhvam, that is the food which is undigested won't be coming out of the body through either vomiting, that is upper route. Urdhva refers to the through the oral cavity, that is through by vomiting this food won't be coming out. Prayadi na adhaha, and this food material won't be going or eliminated through the anal route also, that is by purgation, that won't be eliminated out of the body. And aharo na pachyade, and even this ahara won't be getting digested also. So prayadi na urdhva, prayadi na atha, and ahara na pachyade, it won't be moving out of the body or it won't be getting eliminated out of the body either through urdhva marga or adho marga. And also this ahara won't get pachana or it won't get digested also, and then it produces amashe alasi bhutaha. Alasa means lazy, and this food which is being vitiated by the doshas will be taking or will be staying in the stomach as lazy, that is alasi bhuta, and such condition is called as alasaka because it is being staying in the body or especially in the amasya without getting eliminated, and it is staying as lazy. This particular condition is called as alasaka. So amashe alasi bhuta, alasa means lazy, as it is being staying inside the amasya as alasa, this condition is called as alasaka. Next is Vishuchika. Vividher Vedanodbheder Vayuadi Bhrishakopataha Sujibhiriva Gatrani Vidhyadidi Vishuchika. Vividhehi Vedanodbhedehi Vayuadi Bhrishakopataha Sujibhihi Iva Gatrani Vidhyadi Idi Vishuchika. विविधेहि वेदनोद्भेदेहि वायुवादि भृश कोपतः सूजिभिः इव गात्राणि विध्यति इति विशूचिका. So the term vishuchika consists of vayuhu bhrishakopataha, that is due to sudden and profound aggravation of vata dosha along with other doshas will be happening, that is bhrishakopata of vata, that is excessive aggravation of vata dosha will be producing vividehi vedanodbheda, and this vata dosha will be producing different kinds of pain in the body. The vata dosha, when it aggravates, it especially produces the pain. There won't be pain without the vata dosha. So when this vata dosha is excessively getting aggravated, it will produce different varieties of pain, and especially suji bhiriva gatrani vithyadi, and especially the patient will be feeling the pain just like being pricked by the suji or the needles, as it is being having the symptoms like suji bhiriva vidyadi. This particular condition of disease is known as vishuchika. So here in the case of vishuchika, after taking atimatra ahara, the doshas will be getting aggravated, and the vata dosha will be especially getting aggravated, and it will be producing different types of pain in the body. Especially the patient will be feeling the pain just like being pricked by the suji or the needles. So this particular condition is called as vishuchika. Next, the vishuchika, based on the different dosha association, the different signs and symptoms which are being felt in the body. Tatra shula brahmanaha kamba stambadayo anilat pittar jwara atisara andardaha thread pralayadeyaha kabhat chardi anga guruta vaksanga shtivanadeyaha. Tatra shula brahma anaha kamba stambadayo anilat pittat jwara atisara andardaha thread pralayadeyaha kabhat chardi anga guruta vaksanga shtivanadeyaha. Tatra shula brahma anaha kamba stambadayo anilat pittat jwara atisara andardaha thread pralayadeyaha kabhat chardi anga guruta vaksanga shtivanadeyaha. So the Vishujika, the influence of Vata dosha will be producing Shula, that is abdominal pain, Bhrama, delusion or the giddiness, Anaha, the blotting of the abdomen or feeling of fullness of the abdomen, Kamba, tremors, and Stamba, stiffness. Other than that, the Vata dosha will be producing other different varieties of pain also. So these are the symptoms which are seen if the Vata dosha is more aggravated in condition of Vishujika. If the Pitta dosha is being influenced more in condition of Vishujika, it will be producing the symptoms such as Jwara, that is fever, Atisara, diarrhea, Andardaha, that is internal burning sensation, Thrid, excessive thirst, Pralaya, that is panic or becoming unconsciousness. And the influence of Kapha dosha will produce the symptoms such as Chhardi, that is vomiting, Anga Guruda, heaviness of the body, Vaksanga, difficulty in speaking, and Shtivana, excessive salivation. Next is the features of Alasaka. Vishesha durbalasya alpavannir vega vidharinaha पीडितं मारुतेन अन्नं श्लेष्मणा रुद्धमन्तरा अलसं क्षोभितं दोषैहि शल्यत्वेनैव संस्थितं शूलादीन् कुरुते तीव्रां छर्दि अतिसारवर्जितान् सो अलसः विशेषात् दुर्बलस्य अल्पवन्नेः वेगविधारिणः पीडितं मारुतेन अन्नं श्लेष्मणा रुद्धम् अन्तरा अलसं क्षोभितं दोषैः शल्यत्वेन एव संस्थितं शूलादीन् कुरुते तीव्रान् छर्दि अतिसारवर्जितान् सो अलसः विशेषात् दुर्बलस्य अल्पवन्नेः वेगविधारिणः पीडितं मारुतेन अन्नं श्लेष्मणा रुद्धम् अन्तरा अलसं क्षोभितं दोषैः शल्यत्वेन एव संस्थितं शूलादीन् कुरुते तीव्रान् Chhardi Atisara Varjitan, so Alasaha. The features of Alasaka are being mentioned. So it will be happening or it will be occurring in the person who is Durbala, that is the person who is very weak. Alpavanni, the person who is having Mandakni, that is one Alpavanni refers to Mandakni. So whenever this Mandakni is there, the proper digestion won't be happening and then Ama Utpatti will be occurring and the food which is Ama, which it will be mixing with the aggravated doshas and then this alasaka will be produced. So and also in conditions of vegadharana, that is the person who suppresses the vegas, and piditam marutena annam. So in such conditions already we have seen that is by doing the vegadharana, especially the vata dosha will be getting aggravated. So in all these conditions also when the vata dosha gets aggravated and Shleshmana Ruddhamandara, and this Vada dosha will be taking away the Shleshma or the Kapha dosha, and Kapha dosha will obstruct the channels Ruddham Antara, that is inside the Srodasas will be getting obstructed by this Shleshma. And alasam, it gets stagnated in the body, it won't move anywhere, it will be getting stagnated or it gets obstructed. And kshobhidam doshehi, and this obstruction will again increases the doshas, that is already vada dosha has get aggravated and it takes away the shleshma dosha and it will be producing the obstruction, and ama gets obstructed and it again increases all the doshas, three doshas will be getting aggravated. And shalyatvena eva samsthitam, and this ama, the food which is being not digested, being mixed with the three doshas which is being aggravated, it acts like a shalya. Shalya refers to a foreign body. So this ama food which is being mixed with the dosha is being acting as a shalya in the body, and it produces all the symptoms which has been already mentioned in case of Vishujika, that is Shuladi Lakshanas will be seen. Tivram Chardim Atisara Varjitan, that is all the things which are in Tivra Avastha, that is the severe form of this Shula, Brahma, etc. will be seen in the patient except Atisara and Chardi. That is Alasaka, already we have seen it won't be moving upwards or downwards, that is Prayadi na Urtham Natha. It won't be moving or eliminating out of the body either through Urthamarga or Adhomarga. So all the Lakshanas of Vishujika can be seen in the Tivra Avastha or in severe form except this Chardi and Atisara, and this particular condition is called as Alasaka. And there are two types of alasaka, that is Danda alasaka and Amavisha. So first Danda alasaka. Atyartha dushtastu dosha dushtaama baddhakha Yandastiryak tanu sarvam dandavat stambedi ched dandakalasagam nama tam tejed ashukarinam. Atyartha dushtaha tu dosha dushta ama baddhaka yandaha tiryak tanu sarvam dandavat stambedi ched dandakalasagam nama tam tejed ashukarinam. Atyartha dushtaha tu dosha dushta ama baddhaka yandaha tiryak tanum sarvam dandavat stambedi ched dandakalasagam nama tam tejed ashu karinam. So the dandakalasaka atyartha dushta dosha dushta ama baddhaka. So this atyartha dosha dushti will be happening, that is excessive aggravation of the doshas will be happening, and it will be moving and associating with the dushta ama, and it the combination of this dushta dosha and ama will be taking place, and this particular combination will be moving in tiryak tanu, that is in tiryak direction or in oblique direction, or mainly the movement of this doshas is either urdhvagati or adhogati. So tiryak means in the oblique way, that is unnatural pathway will be taken by this dosha and ama, and this will make dandavat stambhayanti. This will make the person or the body just stiff like a danda. Danda means a log or a wood. So this will make the person just stiff like that of a wood, and tejed ashukarinam. And such kind of disease or such condition should be tejed, that is rejected, because it is ashukarina. It will lead to death instantaneously, or immediate death will be happening. So such conditions should be rejected without taking treatment. Next is Amavisha. Another variety of alasaka is Amavisha. So viruddha adhyashana ajirna shilino vishalakshana amadosham mahaghoram varjayet vishasaknyakam visharupa ashukaritvat viruddhopa kramatvat. Viruddha adhyashana ajirna shilino vishalakshanam amadosham mahaghoram varjayet vishasaknyakam visharupa ashukaritvat viruddha upakramaha tu ataha. Viruddha adhyashana ajirna shilino vishalakshanam amadosham mahaghoram varjayet vishasaknyakam visharupa ashukaritvat viruddha upakramaha tu ataha. So the Amavisha will seen in conditions of person who indulge in viruddha ahara, that is incompatible food, adhyashana, that is taking excessive food, ajirna, that is eating food over the undigested food, and vishalakshanam. In such persons, the person who is taking viruddha, adhyashana and ajirna, in such persons the vishalakshanas will be seen, that is the lakshanas which are similar to poison will be seen. And varjayet, such person should be rejected the treatment, because this condition, Amavisha condition, is mahaghora, that is quickness in causing death, and visharupa ashukaritvat, it is just like visharupa. All the symptoms of visha can be seen, and it is ashukaritvat, that is instantaneous death can be produced. All the signs and symptoms will be seen very immediately. And also viruddha upakramatvat, that is ama and visha are contrary in their action. The treatment for ama is opposite to that of visha. For example, for ama we have to go for the tikshna, ruksha, etc. Karmas, and in case of visha we have to do the opposite things. So as the management is difficult, or if we try to reduce the ama dosha, then visha will be increasing, and if we try to control, or if we try to treat the visha lakshanas, then ama will be increasing. As this ama and visha are contrary in their properties, and we cannot treat, or it is very difficult to manage such condition, so this particular avastha should be rejected. So this is the few diseases which are being produced by the adimatra ahara, that is especially alasaka and vishujika are produced. And this alasaka, when atyartha dosha dushti happens, it will go into two different stages, or two types we we can say, that is Dandalasaka and Ama Visha, and these two conditions should be rejected because of its quickness in nature. Thus we completed a portion of Matra Shruti Adhyaya and will be continuing the same in the next videos. For more updates on Samhita, make sure you subscribe the channel. Thank you. See you in the next video. Till then, bye.